Good evening everyone, welcome back to the channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're all doing well wherever you happen to be in the world right now. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, dropping a like on the video to get me out to a wider audience, and any comments or questions that you may have, please feel free to leave them down below and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to be covering drip again today because, as usual, there's absolutely loads of news out today. The developers been getting so much done, there's so much stuff ready to roll out, so I'll cover that shortly. Start off by going through the cryptocurrency market just to see how things are looking. We've got a market cap of $1.2 trillion, it's up 0.79%, which is interesting for the weekend, for the market still to be going up. Normally you get a bit of profit taken on a Friday, but looks like things are still moving in the right direction. 24-hour trading volume of $31.56 billion, with Bitcoin dominance down slightly at 49.6%. Still trading above $30,000, so it's $30,600 at the moment. Ethereum's having a decent run up. It's approaching that $2,000 mark. Moving through the rest of the top 10. XRP's pretty much staying in the same place, waiting for the SEC case to get finalised, whenever that's going to be. I'll probably be about 60 by the time that happens. Cardano still sitting around 28 cents, still at a reasonable buy price in my opinion. Solana appears to have dropped down slightly, but it's still up 10% on the week and it's still in the top 10, so not financial advice, but that's something I'd be looking to get into because I believe that could pump quite heavily when the next bull run comes sometime in 2024. Looking at drip, the greatest DeFi projects in the history of the world, currently trading at 23 cents on CoinMarketCap. I'm up 1.96% over the last 24 hours. Going through some of the comments, because you can't verify any of this information, it's all self-reported and not confirmed. Drip. It's amazing that these brain dead moon boys still can't get through the heads where the FUD originates from. You have a dev that lies constantly instead of just keeping his mouth shut. Then you have the management like Barterclown that is doing nothing but scamming people and siphoning off massive amounts of money and gaming the system. That is very well documented. On top of that, the assumption is that all FUDders aren't making any money off this shitcoin because Barterclown told them to think that. What is simple at this point, anyone that is actively trying to get people to invest in this are only doing so for their own gain, knowing full well that the likelihood of this ever recovering is razor thin. Quite harsh, but I have to agree with what he's saying. We've got someone a bit more bullish here. You know what the crazy thing is? I've been in drip going on 2 years, and soon I have made back every penny I invested plus more, and every day I make money. I've been in profit for almost 8 months now, yet you still have people that can't seem to make money in drip. It's simple: hydrate and hydrate until you ROI, then every day after your life after that is free money. I couldn't imagine being such a sucker that all I do is come on here and complain and cry. How can you all look at yourself in the mirror? I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing out obvious flaws. LOL, you make it seem so easy. Get in early and benefit of the late investors, that's your reality. But it's not that simple. If you invested at $30 plus and the price has dropped so far below $1, let me just get back. Can't see any more of that. Don't believe that he's ROI'd. I think he's just talking shit. He's probably got a team he's trying to build. Let's look at some other marvelous projects within the Forex Shark ecosystem. So let's go to see AFP, the greatest token in all of DeFi. So obviously you can see it looks like absolute arse. Was at $187 at one point. Let's go to the latest comments to see what people are saying. It's currently trading at $25, but you know, people will tell you it's a bargain at that price. Pigs are getting slaughtered. Hi, please hydrate. Drip BUSD, KGL Pete and Garden Daily and the 746 state pigs in the pig pen. There's a perfect situation decrease in average. Yeah, alright mate. I'm not going to go through these comments. Let's just look at the other asset, the dogs. This is something I used to own. I've since sold. Currently trading at $4, just over $4. Let's go to the all-time chart. Was as high as $58, so it's on its arse from where it has been. Moving on to the drip chart. How's it looking? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You got the little run up here where the Jazzy UI was launched. And from then on, you were mentioned by DDD, or Drip Drop Draw rather, it was mentioned, but people are starting to get wise to the fact that this is just going to be another version of Scratchies, and if it does come out, it won't be anytime soon. The developer's just going to string you along. We're making lower lows, lower highs, price sitting below the daily 50, daily 100, sorry, the 100's the red, the 50's the blue. Negative momentum. This is the daily chart, by the way. We've got the MACD and signal line both below zero, so everything on that chart is absolutely hideous. I go onto my drip page. I've not compounded for a few days. I might do later on. I've had a busy day. I've been at a child's birthday party, which is surprisingly exhausting. So on to the drip news. There is absolutely nothing to speak of whatsoever. Drip drop draw is no closer to being launched. There's a lot of dickheads making videos about it, saying it's going to come and it's going to recover this project, but personally I don't see it. So all there is to talk about is what some of the better known influencers have been doing with their channels of late. So let's start off with my favourite and your favourite financial advisor, Kenneth. What's he been discussing over on his channel? Because he seems to be struggling for ideas. He even admitted that he's repeated his titles over and over and over again. Why am I connecting my wallet there? We need to get over there from Ethereum anyway. So what's he been up to? He's been going to the gym. He's putting on some serious muscle. He's been on some dates. He's got his mojo up. He's putting himself back out there. He's making so much money from the animal farm, which I find hard to believe that he's going to be touring the world, because he's incredibly wealthy. I believe he's massively underwater, because I know he's been investing heavily in pigs all the way up from all-time highs and DCA and in. I think he's got nearly 3,000 now, so Christ knows, he's got to keep trying to promote this shit project. Oh look, drip's down 5% over the last 30 days. It's currently trading at 25 cents on the DAP. So that's Kenneth, my favourite financial advisor. I watch him purely. I actually subscribe to him. I watch him purely for comedy value. Who else is there? Let's talk about. There's only one other person I really talk. I can talk about Ray. I watched his live stream this morning, and my God, that man! I don't know how anyone can sit through one of his live streams. The man applauds himself. The man laughs at his own jokes. I've never heard a man live in such an echo chamber. I've never encountered a human being like that. If he behaves like that in real life, he'd get locked up or sectioned, because it's very, very strange behaviour. And on to, I believe this person's just overtaken Elon Musk as the richest man in the world, and that would be Lee over at Drunktopian. I'm sure you're all aware of the drunk stream he made the other day, where he was bragging about how wealthy he is and how much he makes every month. He makes £7,000 a month, apparently, which, that's some serious cash, isn't it? It's not crude in any way to brag about how much money you make. Everyone with any class knows that you should always reveal the amount of money you're making, and call anyone that criticises a failing project a motherfucker, and that you're not taking any more bullshit anymore, while sitting there drunkenly on camera listening to horrendous dance music, dancing around in your chair and pretending to shoot, turning your hands into a machine gun like you're shooting all your haters. That's really becoming behaviourally. I'm sure you gained a lot of respect from people when you did that. Perhaps with your immense wealth, you'd like to step in and get involved in the Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg fight. I mean, you must be, approaching their level of wealth, because you did announce that you are one. No, what was your term? You don't get to be as successful as this motherfucker without having a few brain cells or something or other like that. Referred to yourself in the third person. I don't know, you'd since deleted the video. Perhaps you woke up with a hangover and realised, Jesus Christ, I've made a complete prick of myself there. Because I, for one, think you've absolutely disgraced yourself. Not only that, I think the mask has slipped. I believe the person we saw there was the real you, and you slipped out of the Drunktopian character that you've created and revealed yourself for what you truly are. You're a drunken... I think you're a drunken bully, to be honest with you, mate. That's what you come across as. You're going through a midlife crisis. You ride around on an electric motorbike looking like I don't know, it's bloody embarrassing. I've seen some of your videos. It's really, really cringe, the way you conduct yourself. What else did you say? You were referring to yourself in the third person, talking about how much money you earn. Yeah, but all I'd say to you, mate, is lay off the booze, because every time I see you on camera, you're you're half pissed, mate. Maybe it's time to step away from the beers and, you know, start looking after yourself, because I've got no idea how old you are, but you look well into your 50s, but I'd probably guess you're younger than that. But I'd say the alcohol in your lifestyle is starting to take its toll on you. And I've had people in my comments section saying, I wonder how his family feel about that sort of video, because I'm sure people are aware of your channel that know you and know your family. And if that was me putting my face on camera and conducting myself in such an embarrassing and humiliating manner, my wife would, God knows what she'd say to me. My children would be too embarrassed to go to school. So I think it's time you grew up a little bit and stopped acting like actually, it sounds like I'm addressing you. I'm just talking about you. You said that you've blocked people from your channel because they've threatened you and your family. You blocked me from your channel because I questioned whether or not you ever looked at the charts, and you said, oh, another hater, another fudder, and you blocked me and said charts don't matter. Well, if you look at the drip chart, you'll see that charts do matter, because they can show you the price is going one way, mate. Yeah, you said you've had people threaten your family. I've had people say stuff about the fact that I've got a child with autism on my channel. So when you're over this side of the fence, mate, and you're calling out the obvious flaws with the project and the bullshit that the developer comes out with, you get a lot more hate than you do over there just selling hopium, talking bullshit about things you don't really understand. So yeah, that's really the news in the drip community, or drip, because the developer's doing fuck all. The only entertainment is Lee getting drunk on stream again, Drunktopian. Crypto King's talking about his dates and his gym visits and how big he is and how much muscle he's getting, and yeah, his sex life basically. Oh yeah, and how much money he's making, how wealthy he is, and he's going to be travelling the world. It's all yeah, fuck all going on drip wise, but some of the dickheads making videos make it quite entertaining. So I'll leave you with that for the evening, because I'm going to sit down. There's some boxing about to start. I won't be drinking tonight. Someone's put me off that. I'm just going to sit down and relax and yeah, enjoy the boxing. So take it easy. Hopefully we'll get some news next week about drip drop draw, but I'm not really much of a betting man, but I wouldn't imagine there'll be anything out soon, because like I said before, drip drop draw is the new scratches in my opinion. Load of talk, absolutely nothing will happen in the foreseeable future, but I do wish you all well. I wish myself well. I am invested in this. Look what I've got, just over $3,000. That's not gone up for a very long time, despite me constantly compounding and never having claimed a single thing. So yeah, I wish you well, and I will see you in the next video. I know this video didn't really mean, it was just a load of bollocks I was just recording now, but I just fancied doing it, so I'll publish it, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe rather. Right, bye for now. See you in the next video.